So there's another trade that happened after this Clippers, or a couple days after the Clippers Blazers trade. It was a trade between the Cavaliers and the Pacers. The Cavaliers got Karis LeVert. Pacers got Ricky Rubio and a lottery protected 2022 first round pick and 2 second round picks. Rubio is going to be a free agent after this season, and he's also out for the season this year. So that he doesn't really matter in this trade. I think what really matters is the picks that the Pacers got. Obviously, I don't think it equates to how good LeVert is. Like, the picks don't compensate for LeVert, and I think the Cavs definitely won this trade. And I think that the Cavs can make a run in the playoffs without LeBron.
I mean, yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I really like this trade for both teams, actually. I wasn't super high on it, and then I did some digging. So that other second rounder that you mentioned, that's the Rockets pick, and that's lottery. No, that was not lottery protected. But that's the Rockets second rounder. And since the Rockets stink, that's basically a first rounder because it'll be in the 30-32 category. So that's like an almost late first rounder, and that Cavs pick is lottery protected. And assuming that the Cavs stay good within the playoffs, that means it's also going to be a first round pick. And that's 2 first round picks in Karis LeVert for Indiana. And I doubt you were going to get that much for him anyways if you're looking at any other teams. And the Ricky Rubio contract is expiring. And I'm guessing he'll just re-sign with the Cavs next year. But I think he was in there just to match salary. But it is disappointing because Ricky Rubio was having a great season. Still sad that he went down with an injury. But I do think LeVert's an interesting pickup for the Cavs, obviously, because he's going to be another main ball handler that's not Darius Garland, who's been handling basically everything on offense for them. He's not super efficient, but I think he'll get better looks playing with a better team. He's not the best spot-up shooter. He shoots about 36% on open spot-ups, which is solid. Like, it's respectable. Defensively, he's a bit of a step down from Isaac Okoro, who would normally be starting in the 2 spot for them. But he's also a capable playmaker, attack closeouts. He has a off-the-dribble game. And I think, obviously, with Colin Sexton out and trading away Ricky Rubio, who is out for the season, this is the move that I'm not going to say it's going to push them into contention, but it's definitely going to help them have a deeper playoff run. As we saw a couple days ago, LeVert went off and he had like 25 in the first quarter. He's a guy that can get hot fast. Defensively, he's not the best, but they also have guys who can cover that up. So I think this was a good trade for the Cavs. I mean, Indiana, this does look like they're going towards blowing it up, acquiring 2 basically first-round picks. We're going to see where Sabonis goes, if he stays or if he goes during or after the deadline. Obviously, Miles Turner is injured right now, so moving him is going to be a bit difficult. But this does look like the Pacers are finally heading that direction that they mentioned like 6 months ago.
I think it's definitely a necessary roster makeover because they've just been hovering around like mediocrity for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
So I think this is very necessary of them. Yeah, Sabonis and Turner, like you mentioned, are mentioned a lot in trade talks. I don't know if they were gonna be traded before the deadline. I don't think it looks like it, especially for Turner.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's potential that maybe Sabonis gets moved, but I'm doubting it. I mean, both of them have been in trade rumors since like the day they were drafted. It's like,
yeah.
I mean, I think Indiana needs to realize, and I think their owners made comments saying like he's like perfectly content like staying with with a play-in spot. Like sometimes you kind of just need to suck for like a little bit.
Yeah. Like
it hurts. It hurts like, and they obviously the whole Indiana team has attendance issues already because the team's like been middling for so many years. They had a couple fun years. Remember that Oladipo season where they went against like LeBron in 7 games?
Against the Cavs, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun, I guess. But I mean, like that only happens one time. They're not a big market, obviously, but I do like this trade for them. Like they haven't had a top 10 draft pick, I think, in like 10 years. Hopefully, this is a step in the right direction for them.
Yeah. The Cavs are also just 1 game behind the Heat for first place in the Eastern Conference, and LeVert like fits well in with this roster, and he's playing with his former teammate Jared Allen as well. Evan Mobley, he's playing with Darius Garland. they have a solid roster. You know, maybe second round, first round, second round.
I hope this team can find a way to separate itself, like separate the team's legacy without LeBron James. You know, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'm not a big supporter, usually of like Ohio sports, but I mean this year I feel particularly inclined,
Yeah.
Like I want this, I like Darius Garland. I think Jared Allen should have been an all-star, but I'm glad Darius Garland was. And I mean, Karis LeVert's a hooper. Like that boy kind of nice. The fit is a bit questionable, but I mean this Cavs team also like starts 3 7-footers. So I mean it really shouldn't be that big of a problem.